Everyone, so today I want to talk about an ITV show that is on Mondays just now, I believe for the next 7 weeks, and this is O Grady for the Love of Dogs. I didn't want to watch this, but a couple of people said that I really need to because it's amazing, and I'm really glad that I've watched it. To the recording of this video there's only been one episode, but I think by the time I upload it there will have been another, but obviously I'm only talking about the first episode. And the reason why I did initially want to watch this was because it's O Grady. I love him, I always have, I always will, I think he's phenomenal. And he is the perfect person for this programme. He's spending 7 weeks with Battersea Cats and Dogs Home. And you know, he's visiting the puppies. It is just the dogs he's looking at, I believe. And he's training them up, and it's horrible. This programme is amazing, but at the same time I can't watch it. I will say right now before I go any further, I will not be watching another episode. I will not be. I cannot. I cried all the way through this, obviously because he's looking at these dog kennels and showing us around and showing us how the homing process works and things like that. We get to see a variety of dogs. We get to see tiny little puppies. In this first episode, a cat basket of puppies were brought in, which, to be honest, seeing them all come out of the basket was pretty funny. And what I do like about this is that throughout the emotional bits, it's very funny, and that is for the most part because of O Grady. I love him, he is hilarious, so he does make it funny, which does help. You know, you can be bawling your eyes out one moment and the next minute you're laughing, and it's really quite an emotional journey. It's really hard to kind of cope with, I guess. We also get to see his own animals. He has pigs, he has sheep, he has chickens, and of course he has his dogs. You got to see Olga, which was great. Also, it's very, very well directed. I mean, working with animals is never going to be easy, but there's some really amazing shots. There's one of a sheep walking towards a camera. The angles given for the puppies are exquisite, especially when their puppy eyes are at their fullest, or most full, depending on how fussy you want to be there. I just think it's really, really well done. And normally, with TV shows like this, the directing doesn't leap out at me. It's normally very basic directing. But I think with this, I can't find out who directed it. I couldn't catch it in the credits. ITV Player wouldn't let me pause it, and it's not on IMDb yet, so I'm not sure who I have to give the credit to for the directing. But whoever it was, and when I found out, I'll put the information below. Absolutely fantastic. You know, really worth a lot of applause. And then we have the emotional side that's at the other end of the laughter. And there was one thing which kind of made me just break down, and I don't mean sniffling. I'm getting really, I don't mean sniffling. I don't mean just my eyes watering or a few tears. I mean literally nearly retching and choking in tears. It's when we saw this really skinny, scrawny little staffy, who was called Sparkle, which was I thought Sparkle was a weird name for her, but never mind. And she was skin and bone, and I can't even think about it. It's horrible. And I do have a staffy. My staffy is pretty much the same colour as Sparkle. Actually, my dog is called Rollo because of his colouring. It's kind of the whole, well, he's brown and brindle. She was kind of the same. So when I looked at it, I did just think that looks like my dog, but my dog is quite a big dog. He's quite round. He needs an exercise regime or something. But I was like, that could be my Rollo if he, you know, was abused or abandoned, which he never would be because we love him to bits. But I think, how could somebody do that? And I pretty much after that point I cried non-stop throughout the programme, and that's why I'm not watching it. I really, really want to watch the other episodes, but I kind of can't bring myself to it. There was just something about that level of emotion which I can't deal with. Maybe if it wasn't a staffy it might not have hit me so hard, but I think it wouldn't have really made much of a difference. I mean, I knew when I went to watch it I was going to get a little bit emotional at the cute little puppies and the abandoned adult dogs who haven't found a loving home yet. I knew it was going to upset me, but when they brought Sparkle on, I snapped. I couldn't cope, which is brutal and very cruel for this programme, but that's the beauty of it. It can make you do that. And I did actually think in that split second, I want to adopt a dog. Now, I'm not in a position to adopt an animal. I'm a student. I can't. But it did make me think I want to adopt. Well, cats. It'll be cats I'll be adopting when I'm older. But I've always said I want little kittens. But I actually think I will end up adopting an army of cats. You know, So it works. The program is effective. It does its job. It gets the message out there, and it does it in an entertaining way, in a way that will completely tear you down. So it's honestly one of the best programs I have ever seen. As I said, it's very well directed. Neil Fox was in this episode as well, and gorgeous little Shih Tzu Jack Russell cross puppy called Bonzo. He was well, he was a ball of fuzz. She was beautiful. And you are watching it thinking, I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. So it is very hard to watch, but it does its job. It not only does it do its job, but it does it in an entertaining way, in an emotional way, in a way that has such a massive impact that you will not stop thinking about this, and that I love. The program was only 30 minutes long, which, to be honest, any longer and I would have just, I probably would have threw up, to be perfectly honest with you. I got so emotional that I just couldn't cope with it, and I do want to warn you about that, you know, so don't watch it in company. I watched it on my own, and I'm pleased I did. Had I watched it, you know, if I was over at my mother's house or something, because she did recommend it to me, if I was over there, I would have had to have left the room. It's horrendous, but it's so perfectly well done. Absolute credit to the show. Yeah, I just think I can't praise it enough. I absolutely love it. One of the best programs I've seen in a while, and probably the best program on ITV just now. Please let me know your thoughts on O Grady for the Love of Dogs. If I get the confidence to watch the other episodes, I will tweet about it and share my views on there. Yeah, but let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.